Welcome back to Foothills Firewood, guys. My name's Britt, and today we're going to do an updated woodyard inventory. Let's get it. All right, so back in August, I did a woodyard inventory. I thought it was interesting because I was able to walk the woodyard, and it was kind of a season starter benchmark for us. We have been very busy. This firewood season has been absolutely insane, craziest one I've had yet in regard to the demand for firewood and the amount of people who are wanting cooking wood, all of the above. It's just been wild. So I thought it would be cool to do an updated inventory of my woodyard, which is pretty desolate right now, before I start stacking and piling and you know, re-upping my supply for next year. All right, guys, we are starting out in the woodyard just like last time. We have a few, I think 4 walnut logs right here that I have saved from a walnut in the woods. I actually split all the limb wood up for firewood, but I saved the trunk wood right here because I'm going to take it to my buddies and mill it, and I've got a couple of things in the works for that. Right behind it, we've got a big chunk of white oak. This is all white oak right here, white oak down there, and then red oak over here. So kind of my process, at least my process this season, has been getting the tree service to come in, boom it over here. As I saw it up, I buck it here, and then it basically just gets fed to the Wolf Ridge, loaded into trailers, and then moved around. Simply because I have gotten so much wood recently, I did end up using this part of the yard as well. So my wife's thrilled about that, but here we are. This actually used to be the Holes housing. The Holes housing got sold. Everything got sold, man. People wanted dry wood. People wanted green wood. They wanted it all. If I had a stick of wood, they were ready to purchase it. So coming down here, like I said, we've got a lot of oak to still get busted up. I actually have these pretty cool. Couple of the chunks of firewood that I were doing had like a decent size heartwood in it, and I just blocked them out on the Wolf Ridge, and I'll run those through the planer and kind of square them up and just have some walnut blanks drying in case I want to do something with them, or in case anybody else wants to do something with them. I can't remember if I showcased this in my last video, but here we have the upside down white oak stump that I use as a table in my woodyard. It's currently full. I keep my bundles over here. I'm going to do a video on this. I'm telling you guys, this Wolf Ridge bagging station has literally saved my life. There have been times where I came out here and did not have a single bundle done, and I look up, I don't know if you can see it in this video, but my wood stand way up there is literally empty, or it has 1 or 2 bags in it, and it's 10 o'clock at night. Within 30 minutes, I bust out 20 or 30 of these bags. I fill the wood stand up. I put a couple here for reserve, and I'm back in business. I don't have to worry about it until the next day. I mean, it's just the bundles have been wild. So I have a couple of those ready to go over here. I've also got just totes of wood. This is an elm tree that I cut up and split. It was pretty well dead with Dutch elm disease, so that should be ready to burn here in the next month or 2. I left it here, that way it can be bundled pretty easily right here at the Wolf Ridge bundler. But can't recommend that enough, guys. That's an amazing piece of equipment right there. It's a very simple piece of equipment, but how it helps me get things done in a timely manner. Many of you know that I used to use, see if you can see it, that trash can back there to bundle. And as you can see, it is it's taken a back seat now that the Wolf Ridge bundler is here. Of course, we've got the trusty trailers, and then over here, this is quite different from the last time. So hopefully this will be a cool superimposition or an overlay that I can do and kind of show you guys how I've ramped up my tote game here. But this right here is a tote of mixed hardwoods. This is mostly ash, poplar, walnut, dogwood, and maple. Back here we have another tote of nothing but barkless oak, split a little bit bigger for my wood stove. We got some empty totes back there that I literally barricaded in here with these other totes, so I can't get those out until these totes are moved. And then all of these are cooking wood. It's a mixture of cooking wood and heat for me. I like to have probably between 4 and 6 cord every year of barkless oak, because that's just what we burn. I'm not that particular. I just have the option to be. I do burn anything. If somebody hands me a piece of poplar, I put it in the wood stove. But when it comes to the dead of winter and the heat, you know, we have so much oak around here that I get to be choosy. This is all cherry. We've got more cherry. We've got hickory. This is a little bit of a mixed bag here, but the left side is the remaining pecan chunks that I have. The right side is some white oak. Right up there, we've got some apple, hickory, and then most of this is all barkless white oak. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, sorry, 6. That is a tote of hickory. That is another tote of apple. This is the 6th tote of white oak, and I've got one going on top of it. Moving on along, let's head to the backyard. So back here, our very first tote, or not tote rather, but our little bunker here that we stack on, our pallet bunker. This is the reason I wanted to make this video. This was the last thing that I sold, and as I emptied it, I thought, okay, well, we're done for the season. And I started immediately getting into fill it back up mode. And as I'm stacking the new stuff here, I was like, man, it'd be kind of cool, even for my own personal review, to see like what kind of wood I had, you know, 4 or 5 months ago and where I'm at right now. So I ended up stacking this back, but I did think I would do this video. So this is all new in comparison to what I'm gonna superimpose on this, but this is all walnut, poplar, elm, and gum mostly. Over here we have a couple of firewood bunkers. This one, I never even capped it off because about as fast as I loaded it, I sold it. On the left side, I did mixed hardwoods. That's currently oak. I did mixed hardwoods on the left side, mounded it up. There were probably, I don't know, 2 cord in there, maybe a little more. I sold that. On the right side, this is just oak. This is not quite ready. Let's take a look at a piece of this. I mean, you know, the bark's falling off of it, but I took a sample, I don't know, 2 weeks ago, and it was probably 28%. Personally, I burn 25% or less without any issue whatsoever. My wood stove manufacturer, even on the wood stove brochure or the insert, recommends 25%, as well as the Chimney Safety Institute of America recommends 25%. I generally sell seasoned wood to be 20%, but nevertheless, I'm looking for 25 for my personal burn. This is a nice sight for sore eyes. My woodshed here, which is almost empty. This is what I've got left for remaining bundles, which is like between this cart and this cart, not much. First firewood bunker. I'm calling them bunkers because I've got bunkers on the mind, but whatever we want to call this, pallet stacking. Pretty much empty. This used to be box elder, ash, oak, and it's gone. Right here we had maple and oak, and as you can see, it is gone. Over here was our long one, man. We had a huge ash tree that made a ton of wood here, and as you can see, it is now air and opportunity, ready to be refilled. This next one right here was white oak, specifically chestnut oak, but it is a white oak, and it's gone for the most part. You'll see these little piles here and there. Some of that is just stuff that won't bundle or I don't sell, so I'll burn it myself. This is probably 0.8 of a cord of black locust, and that is currently what we're heating the house with. Over here we had another very large red oak tree that just got obliterated. I mean, it burned great. I sold a ton of this to my chimney guy. He enjoyed it. I've been burning a lot of it, as well as selling it in bundles. Over here, this is still full because this is just my cooking wood. This is stuff I split smaller for my pizza oven, hickory and oak. As you can see, when I say sold out, I mean sold out. This used to be cherry and oak. This all used to be oak. But at least you know the wood was seasoned because most of the bark's still right there. Got a little bit of oak right here. It's got some fungus on the end of it, so this is stuff I'll probably end up burning. But yeah, I think I actually took you guys in the last video over here and showed you my personal outdoor stash that we burn on our back patio, so we'll do the same again. I have not refilled this. We've had a couple of late nights out here that we burn quite a bit of wood. But this is the remaining oak and cherry that I have out here. As you can see, as soon as Christmas is over, my wife is done with it. So I go to work the very next day, almost always, and I come home and she has thrown the Christmas tree in one of the flower beds that I need to burn. Last but not least, the personal stash for the wood stove. We've got a stack in the house that I call it wood stove chores or wood chores. My son and I fill that stack up every night, and this stack maybe twice a week. I'm telling you guys, if you are watching this video, you probably sell firewood or you just enjoy splitting firewood. So you guys know, man, it's just been a wild season. I can't tell you, you know, it's almost like I got a stick of firewood split and somebody was like, how much for that stick of firewood? I can't tell you how many people have come to me and said, how much for a truckload? And I tell them flat out, I don't have any seasoned wood for sale. And they're like, what's that pile over there? And I'm like, that was split a week ago. And they're like, perfect, I'll take it. So, I mean, it's like the apocalypse for wood over here. I don't know. But, you know, I'll sell people whatever they want to buy. If you want green wood, I'll sell you green wood. I'm not, you know, what you do with it is on you. I am extremely clear that it is green. You know, this was split 30 minutes ago. This was split 2 weeks ago. What you do with it from there is on you. And last but not least, the front yard firewood bunker. That is correct. You heard it right. The front yard firewood bunker, baby. My wife finally caved. When we came home and the hose housing had fallen, everyone was defeated. She was like, why don't you just put it over there where it's sunny? Blam. That's exactly what I did. Here we are in the front yard. I have made 2 bunkers. I've done that for a very specific reason. 1, I separate oak from all my other species. 2, even if I do get enough oak to fill this entire thing up, it's staged in the sense that what's over here is definitely going to be drying first. What's over here may not quite be dry. So I'll pull from this one first, then I'll move to this one, vice versa. Basically, it just gives me a staging area and or a separating area with this one little door in between here. But this is going to be a total of close to probably 20 cord. Right now it's only about, I don't know, 5. We'll walk around here. Just since the front yard didn't even make the last video, we're running overtime just to show you this. All right, looks like we got plenty of work to do and lots of wood to fill. All right, y'all, I really appreciate you guys spending your time with me today. If nothing else, this will be a benchmark video for me. It will be cool to be able to look back on the Woodyard from August to now and see the changes. It'll also be cool if I continue to do two Woodyard inventory updates every year to kind of see where I am next January, how much wood I have or don't have. So as always, guys, I really appreciate everything. I appreciate the comments, the likes, the subscribes, the shares. And until next time, we're out here having fun. Thanks for watching.